Here on the right side of Zelnaga Fortress is our red Terran player. He's up 1 game. He's thrown us some interesting play, unique strategy so far. He is
Slayer's Kanji.
Slayer's Kanji. Spamming all the way up to the green on his headset. And here's his opponent in the blue. He's got to come back here.
Slayer's TaeJa.
And you know, something that I was going to actually say, we kind of jumped right into the first game, something I was going to mention. I think you and I were both talking about it beforehand. Both of us were kind of favoring TaeJa in this match, figuring that he's kind of a better all-around player. So it's interesting that GanZi's taken a first game, but it's just the first game, and this is a best of series. The reason why I mainly think that TaeJa would take it is I think he has better multitasking. GanZi's multitasking has failed him in the past in different games, or been not failed him, but has not been optimal. Whereas I haven't seen that kind of that from TaeJa. So I think if it's a longer game, I think that'll benefit TaeJa personally.
Yeah, I would agree as well. And something that's someone was talking about in the studio. Also, we were talking with one of our friends here. A lot of foreign fans come down to the studio. We've got a bunch of people here. You guys, if you guys are in Seoul, you should come down to the studio.
Oh, yeah.
We're just talking to some of the English speakers here before, just asking what they thought about the matches. And someone said, well, TaeJa's just been on such a roll recently. And I said, well, that's really true. He's just been getting better and better. I mean, his first time in Code, he's already made it to the round of 4. He did extremely well in the team league. He's all-killed teams. Like, this guy is on a roll.
That's true. And, you know, that's kind of a interesting thing. GanZi, that's why kind of like people underestimate him a lot also, is because he hasn't actually done that well in the team league. You know, and that's kind of been his only way he's been able to shine this, I believe, his first time in Code A. If not, then he must have gotten eliminated early. But, yeah, he hasn't really shown himself lately, whereas you're right, TaeJa, really on a roll. Got to be feeling really confident with his recent success.
Yeah. Now, right now, GanZi is going for a Reaper expand. Very common TVT build. You get your first Reaper out. Sometimes you make a second one, you don't have to. Then you research Stim immediately, because you have to have Stim to be able to hold timing pushes. It also helps against Banshees, because if you just have plain Marines against Banshees, it's going to be very difficult.
He's actually going to move the barracks off of this tech lab. GanZi has, at least.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd, given that it doesn't really affect anything at this point. He's like, well, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally make a second Reaper. I don't want to move it later. I want to move it now.
Dude, I misclick and build extra Reapers so often. Actually, hold on. I thought this Reaper's going to come in here, and with the SCB to buffer, gets a free kill on that Marine. 2 Marines coming back. They thought he was going to go up the side, but he didn't. And he's going to get 3 Marine kills here with this Reaper.
And now he's going to get some SCB kills.
Wow, this is actually beautiful. Hellion's going to pop out in a minute, but Reapers actually do okay against Hellions. I don't think he's quite healthy enough to take on the Hellion, though.
Yeah,
so many kills on this Reaper.
He could have even killed more if he had been targeting down the gas SCVs. Tip for you guys when you're harassing, don't target the gas SCVs because they can hide in the geyser and they won't die. It takes much longer.
Yeah, that Reaper, I think, had like 7 kills on it. Now, here's the thing. Blue Flame is half upgraded for TaeJa, and he's got a couple of Hellions, one out, another one almost done. There's the second one, but perfect block by GanZi at the ramp.
Even has a bunker prepared for this. Look at this timing. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, TaeJa, you can't come. You can't come into my base. I knew you were coming, and I locked the door. I was prepared.
That was awesome.
That was pretty much exactly like what we saw last game with the factory block. It was like right on time.
Yeah, because if he had been any later, then the SCV would have died to the Hellion, and it wouldn't have been able to finish that bunker ever.
Exactly. Now, GanZi's own Blue Flame is about halfway done. He has started his starport. His command center is finished. Looks like he's going to go ahead and move it down now. Of course, he feels pretty comfortable at this point. I have to say I'm a little bit worried about him doing that. He doesn't really have map control. His opponent's got the watchtower in the middle. He's got Blue Flame Hellions on the way. He's going to be very careful about how he does this. He might want to push bunkers down the ramp just a little bit, because he's going to have a lower Hellion count. He knows that. He knows his opponent might have Blue Flame. In fact, he should know that he does, because he scouted with his Reaper.
And it doesn't even matter, because he's going to try and drop. Now, GanZi does have his forces in his main ready to block drops, but the thing is sometimes you see them like, they're like, all right, well, there's probably not a drop at this stage, so I'm going to move down to my natural, and they can move out at the wrong moment. Here comes the drop right now.
And he's completely prepared for this.
Yeah, completely prepared.
Yeah, this is actually going to get crushed. Yeah, he's got to lift up.
Wow.
Can't fight Hellions in even numbers when you're dropping them out one at a time.
Yeah. And Blue Flame is upgraded for GanZI now as well, so he would have been even in that respect. Regardless.
Some Hellions are going to run to the natural.
It's a couple free mules
there. The mules just landed. Oh, no.
Now.
But he's actually not targeting down. He's panicking a little bit, trying to attack the SCVs and the Hellions at the same time, but does take out a few SCVs, but loses the majority of his Hellions. Man,
GanZI, I think he's been kind of coming out ahead in everything this game. The Reaper getting a lot of kills, blocks the drop completely, takes out two or three Hellions in only exchange for a couple SCVs.
Yeah, the Hellion count is so important at this stage of the game before tanks are really out.
Yeah.
Now GanZI knows the Hellions are still here. He's got a barracks floating around. I really like that. So he knows whether or not he's going to get pushed at the front or dropped at the back at all times. He even has Vikings patrolling around, actually. And it's going to catch this Banshee.
Oh, no. Cloak is almost finished, but not quite yet. Is he going to get out of range in time to cloak? He does cloak.
There it comes.
There it is. Now he's probably got to scan. And he's got 2 Vikings there, actually 3, so he can probably scan and take it out.
Yep, there he goes. Now, meanwhile, GanZI's actually getting aggressive, taking the middle of the map with his own Blue Flame Hellions, and TaeJa, his Commander's only halfway done. He actually has to hide in his base.
Those Marines are like, all right, boys.
No.
Oh, no, another Banshee. Takes almost full damage before cloaking. And
there's another Viking going to pop out in his main, so he's not even going to send his Vikings back. This is so smart by GanZI. And in fact, now he's going to hit this nice little timing here with his Hellions. He can even land the Vikings to help out.
Actually, GanZI is just going to let that Banshee kill all of his SCVs, apparently.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. I don't know why. But here we go. The attack has started. The Vikings have landed. The Hellions on the low ground doing so much damage. The Vikings all remain alive. And I got to say, GanZI's looking so strong here, but still, he has lost 11 SCVs back at his main base. He's completely ignored this Banshee. Does it matter, though? I don't know. As these Vikings land, they're going to kill so many SCVs.
Yeah, he's got to do so much damage there. Turret's never going to complete in GanZI's main at this point. Wait, the Banshee's uncloaked, actually. The Viking can't take it out. Can these Vikings do an equal amount of damage to TaeJa's SCVs? The Hellions get in. They're going to roast those SCVs so hard and so fast. GG from TaeJa.
And we have seen some of the 2 quickest games out of these guys, and GanZI looking unbeatable in this series. He's like, oh, I actually need to adjust my mouse punchy a little bit. That was, you know, that's why I let that Banshee kill so much stuff. Drinking that Picari sweat.
Yeah, man, most of the time people are like, oh, Terran versus Terran, best of 5, this matchup's going to take all night. But GanZI is looking like he might actually close out the series in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it could be the fastest, one of the fastest TVTs we've ever seen.
That was actually ridiculous.
It was just ridiculous,
It was ridiculous. I'm a little surprised that he didn't just like wait like 20 seconds for his attack and send his Vikings home and kill that Banshee in his main first.
Well, what happened was he actually had a Banshee that was like 90% done at the starport when Viking and the starport. I'm talking about GanZI. So he was going to come out and deal with the Banshee, but he had it rallied.
But he rallied it to the front anyway.
Exactly. So if you just let that one Viking stay, it would have been like completely flawless, and they just sent it anyways. And like I'm like going, oh, GanZI's so smart. But then like he lost a lot of his SCVs, but it just ended up mattering.
Well,
the Reaper. The Reaper at the beginning actually changed everything.
Yeah. It slowed everything down for TaeJa.
And it let him know exactly what he was going to be up against, too. So that's why the bunker was up at that perfect timing. And the Reaper, he came in with SV at that perfect timing. It's not like TaeJa messed up. It's like really almost impossible to deal with an SCV and a Reaper when you only have 3 Marines and they're not all together.
And I like the fact that he even, he had his Marines at the back of his base thinking like, oh, this sneaky Reaper's going to try and jump up the cliff and I'm going to get him. And the Reaper just walks up the ramp.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
with the SCV. And then, like, because he killed that one Marine by itself, had that little SCV to buffer, he was able to get 2 Marines for free as the SCV died. And then it was just like, all right, well, Reaper can just kill everything now. So
yeah, that's what happened.
Nicely done by GanZI. And he's up 2-0, man.
Yeah, he is.
He could just close this out, 3-0. And he's been doing it with these clever builds also, these really clever builds. So, I mean, that's like what Slayer's Terrans do.
Yeah.
And I mean, Boxer is the king of clever builds, and now GanZI's like, all right, well, I'm going to out-clever my clever teammate.
Yeah, well, basically, GanZI, what he did in that game was it was a clever build, it was a clever opening, but he just played out the Reaper Expanse so perfectly. No, he didn't get Stim, which was kind of unusual, but it's almost as if he's like, well, this new style is like, I don't want bio at all. Like I don't want to even touch that. So I'm just gonna go really fast into Hellions and use good Hellion control in a bunker with like the few Marines that I have, and then get that super fast starport to get the Viking out.
Yeah,
and
yeah, exactly.
We're gonna actually take a 5-minute break. But when we get back, we'll have GanZI versus TaeJa, Game 3 on Crossfire. Don't miss it.